Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Look at that. That's going to be beautiful. All right. Coffee's ready. Need a refill, too. All right. Let's get to work. We'll get our assignments, and let's see what kind of trouble we get into today. Nah, just kidding. It's going to be fun. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to another stick shift. And as you can see, construction at LAX is never ending. Gate 46 Bravo is still under construction. 46 Alpha is completely gone. But it's okay. The construction crews are working diligently and very hard day and night, and they're making sure that this comes together. And check out that rebar. That's some big boy rebar right there. Wow. Wintertime is probably my favorite in Los Angeles because you get the most beautiful sunrise and sunsets. I got my assignments and we're going to be heading out to Gate 41 where a 787 is about to pull up and we're going to get it ready to go to Japan. Here comes the first office of the day. This one's just coming up from the hangar. Beautiful plastic princess. And I believe this is going to be an ETOPS. It's going to go to Japan, Haneda. All right, start up. Do the walk around, go inside, the usual. I love this part. This is one of my favorite things, the super tugs and the way they hug the nose gear and lift it up. And when it comes down and releases it, this is so cool to watch. The bell you're about to hear is just a jet bridge movement alarm. Oh, look at all that grease. It's just grease splatters. Those two things that I'm about to zoom into, those are nose wheel stoppers. It stops the nose wheels from rotating when the gear goes into retract, into the wheel well. Hey look, my engine's got legs. I was kidding. My partner's gonna do the outside and we're gonna go head upstairs. A lot of the noises that you hear when I'm on the ground underneath the belly of the aircraft is usually the air conditioning packs. If I'm at the nose of the aircraft, most likely you're listening to the avionics cooling vents. And if I'm at the back of the airplane, most likely you're listening to the APU running. What I'm trying to say is airplanes are very noisy. Here we go. Beautiful 787. Let's go through the parameters. Make sure everything's A-okay. So far, so good. Hydraulics good. Engine oil's good. Go through the maintenance pages. The same with the 777. Make sure the generators are good. Tire pressures, the usual. Remember I showed you guys last week with the 737 MAX and how the interface is so similar? Look, it's even got the same type of knob where you can cycle through. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the circuit breakers. It's pretty cool. It's actually virtual circuit breakers. I know I called it a virtual circuit breaker, but the proper terminology for this is electronic circuit breakers. This is a very modern and technologically advanced aircraft. The 787 has moved away from thermal breakers, even though it has a couple of them still, but most of the circuit breakers are like this. Electronic circuit breakers are essentially solid-state relays. They're capable of switching on and off when there's external voltage applied. They work the same way as electromechanical relays, but there's no moving parts. Unlike your traditional thermal breakers where you can actually pull and push the breaker in. All of this ties into what we call RPDS, Remote Power Distribution System, after which it feeds the data to the screens into a system called the CBIC, Circuit Breaker Indication and Control. The system itself is very user-friendly. It will tell you if it's open or closed. It will let you know if it's tripped. You can search circuit breakers either by ATA or by location, or if you want to search for it specifically by name. Also have the capabilities of locking certain systems out and tagging them. Essentially, it's a smarter, better system. It reduces cost, it reduces weight. Overhead panels and the back wall panels are not filled with circuit breakers, the thermal kind. It is more accurate for its target amperage, where your traditional circuit breaker, the thermal kind, has more margin of error. In any case, that's my basic understanding of it. If you guys are electronic savvy and know more about this, feel free to share it down below in the comments. Since we are here, let's cycle through all the pages, all the synaptics. Showed this to you guys within the 787, the Airbus. You're looking at a variety of systems that's either feeding you raw data or snapshot data. Taking a look at the electrical page, seeing where the power is coming from and where it's going. Taking a look at the hydraulic page, the quantities and the pressures. Taking a look at the fuel page right here, which is a really interesting one. It's basically telling you how much fuel we got in each tank and the total fuel on board. There's a very unique system that the 787 has that most airplanes don't have, which is the balance feature. If there was any kind of unbalance within those tanks, all you have to do is simply hit that button. As soon as you press that button, the aircraft is so smart that it will auto-balance the tanks. Watch. No need to go downstairs, no need to open up the fuel panel. I don't have to select the valves to open for particular tanks. All I have to do is press a button and it will do it automatically for me. You would also have to turn on particular fuel pumps, which I didn't show right here, but I think you get the idea. It's a very smart and very helpful system. Oh, another thing somebody asked me about the 787, they asked, does it have windshield wipers? Yes, it does. It also has windshield washer fluid. And the fluid, the little bottle where it lives, is actually right here, right behind the captain. It's in that little container. It lives in that little closet right there. Not quite sure the composition of the fluid or what it is. I'm just going to assume it's probably some fluid like Rain-X or something like that. And most of the time, they're only using this on the ground while the aircraft is taxiing. Also, the windows have hydrophobic coating on them as well. So far, so good. Just gonna walk through the cabin, make sure everything's okay. Man, oh man, every time I see this thing, I really want one of these. You think they'll miss it if I take it? No, just joking. That's pretty cool though. All right, let's walk around, make sure everything's okay. Easy. So far, so good. Looks like a light schedule today. I've told you what these are for, right? These little holes for the bassinet. It's like a little baby carriage thing. That's why they have them at the bulkheads. This one has it? Yeah, it's right here. Matter of fact, here, let me show you. This is on a 777, but it works exactly the same way on a 787. You simply unfold it, and then you hook it up with these little latches right here. So parents who are flying with their children usually get seats at the bulkhead, and they can place their little infant right there in that little basket so they're not holding the infant the whole flight through. It's very convenient for parents. The flight attendants will provide this for you and they will set this up. There's usually minimum of two bassinets for wide body aircraft. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That's the APU intake door. Before we go, here's an interesting one. You know, there are sometimes very tall people and they sometimes hit the exit sign, but it's made so you don't break it. Watch, it's on a spring. Yeah, it's on a little spring inside, just in case somebody does ding their head on there. Now the 777, it's not like that. You can't actually hit your head or luggage and break it. It's happened a couple of times. And we're back to an Airbus. This one just came in from MCO and going out to Dallas, but everything should be all right. Checked, no problems. Oh, looks like they forgot that on. No problem. Take that off. Yeah, status good. Post flight is good. Happy airplane. It's actually one of the older ones. Well, still got the afterburner switches. Nah, the thrust bump switches. That's cool. So this is quite an interesting system. Most modern jets don't even have this. It's an automatic function. But some older jets still have the thrust bump feature. It's very rarely used. The criteria to use this feature actually has to be approved before pilots can use it. What this does is, as the name suggests, it bumps the thrust. To be specific, right around 6.5% thrust increase. And it's only used in very particular situations, such as hot weather environments. From what I've seen, pilots only have used it probably in Vegas and Phoenix, where it's extremely hot. You say to yourself, okay, more thrust, not a big deal, right? But that is a big deal. You can only use this button so many times. You're throwing the engine completely out of its parameters. What they're basically doing is damaging the engine. I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but that's exactly what it's doing. You're pushing the EPR, the engine pressure ratios, and the EGT factors, exhaust gas temperatures, way out of parameter. This is why I said they only can do this when they get approval. If they do it too many times or said number of times, that engine now has to go into overhaul. So this is why I say it's very rarely used. And I forgot to mention, you're usually going to find this feature on Airbuses that are equipped with the V2500 engine. Cool, they still have it. Anyway, good to go. So this is where the rat lives on 320 family. So it's usually on the left side. Usually it'll have this little bubble. That's where the rat is. I've shown you guys before. Now, obviously there's times in emergency where you have to drop the rat, but when the airplane finally gets on ground, you have to test it and do an operational check. Somebody asked me, how do you stow the rat back up? Right here, from this panel. You have to turn that on, arm it, and then go stow. You follow the light indication, and the rat also has to be aligned properly. But yeah, do this. That's just a small sample of how loud that thing is. So the rat has very specific criteria when it will drop. And it will drop automatically when you have total AC failure, AC electrical failure. For that to happen is astronomical. Not only will you have to lose both engines or both generators, and on top of that, you have to have the APU failure as well, because that also has an electrical generator. So like I said, for this thing to drop, you'd have to go through 3 systems for it to actually deploy. It's a quadruple redundancy system. This thing will provide basic electricity and basic hydraulic power to the aircraft so they can land. I have another video that's here on YouTube. Go check it out. I go into a lot more detail talking about the rat and how it works when you get time. But anyway, let's keep moving. I want to show you how we deploy it and how we stow it. The rat can be manually deployed through the flight deck. There is a push button that will deploy it just like that. But to stow it, you have to do it from the ground, from that panel. Purple circles that you're seeing is the hydraulic connectors. We can attach a hydraulic mule from the outside of the aircraft and pressurize the systems. Within the panel itself, you also have an electrical connector when we attach it to make sure the rat is running correctly. We do rat checks all the time, making sure the system is operating nominally. But yeah, that's about it. Next office, here we go. Got 777 that came in. All we got to do is give it a little bit of oil. Here comes the next office, a beautiful 787, but this is a special one. It's a retirement flight. I did not get to capture the water cannon salutes, but yeah, this is a retirement flight for the captain. This is actually a special one. This is a retirement flight. The captain is retiring on this one. This was his last flight. We all went upstairs. We congratulated the captain. We thanked him for his service, and he was kind enough to actually give us a nice clean logbook too. That means no inbound write-ups. But yeah, it was great. Well, that's it for this one. It's actually staying overnight. All we have to do is just oil the engines, which is good. But we got a 737 coming in, so come on, let's go. Here we go. Looking good, looking good. Do a quick little walk around, go upstairs. A lot of dust. There we go, back into the classics. Just want to make sure everything's okay. She's a clean bird, very quick turnaround, so not much time on the ground. But yeah, so far so good. Easy day today, guys. Not much excitement happening. In one of my previous videos, or 2 videos back, I talked about the differences between the 737s, the Maxes and the NGs. Another thing that's been modified or just basically updated with design is the parking brake set lever. It's more robust on the Max. Also the fuel levers. On the older classics, you're gonna see them like this. On the newer ones, it's a bit different. They're round switches. I'm sure you've noticed them. It's mostly an aesthetic upgrade. That's about it. We always switch to guns too, but this time we'll do something different. This time we'll make the 737 cry. Don't worry, that's just a takeoff configuration warning. There's a variety of systems that will monitor the takeoff configuration and it will sound the warning. Some of the systems associated that will sound this warning are the speed brake levers if it's not down, if the parking brake is set, if the ground spoilers have pressure, leading edge flaps and slats are not extended or have uncommanded motion, trailing edge flaps are not in takeoff position, or are in some kind of a skew or asymmetry condition. The stabilizer is out of the green band. There have been numerous amounts of incidents within 737 where pilots ignored the warning or did not have the aircraft in proper configuration and caused very severe incidents and crashes basically. 2 come to mind. The one back in France in 2011 and one I believe was in Indonesia back in 2005. Alright, on to the next one. Here comes the next office. This one's got a couple of write-ups in there. Let's see what we got. They got to tow it into this gate. This is a tow-in gate only. Okay, we're still waiting for passengers to deboard, but we check the engine oils, hydraulics, the usual stuff. And that's the normal messages, as always. Adders are unaligned, so yeah. We'll wait for the passengers to deboard and we're gonna go back. A couple of the write-ups are all the way in the back. So, write-up number one, they said the window shade is missing. It actually wasn't missing. Well, here's I took the panel off, but this thing got smacked so hard up in there that it broke off that. So, let's see. This one, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix it. It's too short of a turn. This is the part where I don't like to do these things, but I have to. I don't have the time and I don't have the parts. It's purely a cosmetic item. It's a window shade. It's not anything got to do with safety of flight. But whoever the passenger was, they smacked that thing up so hard and they broke the handle. I have no choice but to defer this with the window shade closed and sealed. We're simply gonna order the parts, put it in a logbook, and then the next maintenance team or the next overnight check it gets, this will get fixed. But once again, it's just a window shade. And luckily enough, it's in one of those window shades that's in between two seats, so nobody's even gonna use it. But the deferral is still a deferral. It's a legal item to defer. It's nothing of safety of flight. It goes either on MEL or NEF, minimum equipment list or non-essential furnishings. So, the next write-up was a recline or seat recline. Passenger said the seat is not reclining, and yes, it was not because the cable that actuates the hydro lock had popped out. It happens time to time. We simply just need to put it back into its place and do an operational check. As you can see, I'm going to press the button and watch the cable. Look what it does. See it? Right there. That's what actuates the hydro lock. There you go. Good? Yeah, press on it. Push the chair. There you go.
Let's go. Call it a day.
Horse is advertised. Hey, how about that? Look, showed up. PSA. Only airplane with a smile. Ain't she pretty? That's cool. I always like this airplane. So beautiful. Oh, but anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Later. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. See, it looks like they're still working on this one. Hey, look at that. That's a nice clean wheel well from the Airbus. Pretty nice, huh? Well, as clean as it can get. Now, I'm sure you know this by now, airplanes have horns, and right there, that is the horn for the Airbus. And this is what it sounds like. The horn is there not for pilots' road rage, it's there to get the attention of the ground crew. Most people think it's going to sound like a train horn. No, it's just a annoying buzz to get our attention. It's also there for particular systems if the adders are left on or if the batteries are left on. To be specific, if ground power fails or gets disconnected and the adders are left on and the batteries are on, that horn will come on. Handle that I'm shining my light on right there, hold on, you'll see it in a second. That one right there. That's how you drop the nose gear doors. We do this for maintenance. Big actuator to the left, that's the main gear actuator. That's what actually retracts the gear. In future videos, I'll do a more comprehensive breakdown of every component in this landing gear or the nose landing gear of the 321 or the 320 family. But until then, let's keep on moving. That white bottle that you're looking at, that is the brake accumulator for the Airbus family. It's located on the right wheel well aft section. This is a backup system for braking, just in case, let's say, you lost your braking system, and this is emergency braking. I believe you get about 7 full pedal deflections to stop the aircraft, because that bottle is actually filled with nitrogen and will push hydraulic fluid to the brakes. The hydraulic fluid will come from the reservoirs, but that thing puts head pressure. Well, enough about the wheel well of the 321 family. I got to sign my gates, which were international, but on my way there, I had to stop and smell the roses and just enjoy the view. Beautiful. First one on the list, here we go, 737 Max. Let's go, let's wake this puppy up. Here we go, first one on the menu. Woo! Anybody back there? Time to wake up, time for you to go to work. Let's go, power this up. It's a Max actually, yeah, it is a Max. Look at that. Nice. Time for fun. Man, I still think they should have kept the EGT gauge for the APU. Starting it, you want to see something happening. I don't know. Old habits die hard, I suppose. Yeah, but it's not there anymore on the Maxes. Funny, right? Yeah, it is what it is. I'm exaggerating here a bit. Yeah, the EGT gauge was a nice feature, something that you can keep an eye on, but there are other telltale signs that the APU is starting up. First thing is the low oil pressure switch, or the light that goes out. Secondary, you can watch a voltage drop on the upper panel for where the electrical portion is. Wait for the APU to power up, and then just double check everything. Make sure everything's all right. There you go. Did you hear that alarm? Well, guess what? That's the 737 horn. Exactly like the Airbus, it will come on when there is no power applied, because the batteries are on, but there's still no power to the aircraft. As soon as I engage the APU generator, then the sound goes away, because now the aircraft has sufficient power and it stops freaking out. Just kicking on the generator. If you're wondering why this display has not come on yet, it's because somebody had, it might have been working on it last night, but yeah. The PFD and MFD can be swapped around. See? Just gotta put it back into normal. Good. All is good. Take a walk through the cabin. Should be alright, and then we'll go check out that one over there. Easy. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Too close for missiles. This joke is going to get old one of these days. But it's too much fun. I can never pass this up. All right, let's go. On to the next one. Now, I don't know if this is just me, but that sound, or the audio, sounds exactly like For Your Eyes Only from James Bond movie. I must be going crazy. No, this has got to be From Your Eyes Only. For your eyes only, only your eyes. Okay, we're not doing that. I'll stick to my day job. I'm not going to be singing anymore for you guys, but I stopped by the 787, helped out the guys with the Haneda flight, and just had to admire this incredible moment. It's a blessing to wake up and witness such beauty in this world. I take every moment in life as what it is. Full of life, full of adventure, and full of beauty. There's enough bad things going on in this world where sometimes you need to stop and appreciate the world you live in. It's not always doom and gloom, guys. There are good people and there are good things in this place. You just gotta believe in it. I do. Next office. Back to Airbus. Let's go. Go live. So I remember somebody asking, Stig, can you talk about what's in the overhead panel in the 320 family? Which is this. This is the overhead panel in the Galley. It's mostly circuit breakers, guys. Two associated systems, as you can see. And you got this little switch right here. This one's called, on Airbus they call it a maintenance bus, but on Boeing they call it a ground bus. It's, let's say if you got ground power hooked up to the aircraft, right? From a GPU, ground supply, ground power unit. And you don't want to go inside the flight deck and do what I just did. Give full power. You just want power to the cabin, so cleaners could do their work or catering. You simply come over here and hit that. It'll just power up the very basics of the interior. That's it. But the rest of it is just circuit breakers. Now, see, can we do resets from here? There's actually another one all the way in the back. Let me show you. Let's see now. And here's the one in the back. This one is purely all just circuit breakers. See? And there you go. See? Once again, associated systems, circuit breakers. This one dealing more with toilet systems and lavatories. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. But once again, we can do resets from here. All right, let's put that panel up and go on to the next one. And we're back to another Max. I guess you could say we're having maximum amount of fun. No, we're not doing bad dad joke. You know what I need? I need airplane facts with Max. Come on, Max, help me out. The airplane's named after you, after all. A little context here. I'm talking about this guy, Max. This guy is an incredible human being. And if you don't know him, he's on IG and as well as here on YouTube. Go give him your support. Go give him your love. He's an incredible individual, an amazing person, very knowledgeable about airplanes. And he also ties it in with facts, not only about airplanes, but as well as Lord of the Rings, because I'm also a big Lord of the Rings fan. But yeah, if you get a chance, go check out his content. It's absolutely phenomenal. He's a fantastic human being. Let's go. By the way, go check out his new video. He talks about the PTU and Mordor. Here comes the next one. I need a refill. It's not even noon yet. I think I drink enough coffee to kill a small horse at this point. I'm just joking. A lot of people wonder if the fan blades are actually sharp. Well, when they're brand new, they're actually not sharp. They're very smooth to the touch. But after a while, erosion starts to take place and they do become sharp. It's think of it more as serrated blade. That's what it feels like. Check the oil real quick. Oh, that's nice and full. Plenty of oil. High-pitched sound that you're listening to are the brake fans, and the low-pitched sound is the air conditioning system. that, it's a nice little patch. Cool. Back to the wide bodies, 777 time. Let's go. As always, let's get it ready to go to Heathrow. Let's go check out the cargo pits. We get done with the forward cargo pit. Now let's go back to the aft cargo pit and the same inspection. You guys see me do this a million times before. Yeah, I know. You saw it too. I saw it too. Don't worry. Watch. Watch. There's a little switch in here. Look, right here. Sometimes when these airplanes land a bit hard, well, not hard, just when it lands, sometimes these little panels pop out. So easy, but it makes it much easier for us to change light bulbs instead of, you don't have to take apart anything. Just kind of pull it down and twist the bulb and put a new one in. Oh yeah. All right, let's go. Done down with the cargoes, and let's go upstairs and finish up the interior. Looking good so far. Oh, no way. Is that what I think it is? Look at that. That is, it's the Goodyear blimp. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. Matter of fact, even cooler than that, I have a colleague that I work with. He was a mechanic on the Goodyear blimp, and he shared with me what it actually looks inside of the blimp. And yes, you need an aircraft mechanic to work on blimps too. Well, here it is. This is the inside of the blimp, and my buddy Eric, not only was he a USMC aircraft technician that worked on helicopters, he also got a job with Goodyear and he worked on the blimp. And now he is an esteemed professional within my company as a technical crew chief. Check out the incredible scaffolding and the interiors of the blimp. Quite amazing. Very few people in this world have actually seen the inside of the blimp. That thing is just a marvel of engineering right there. That is awesome. So time to time, struts do get dirty a bit. And the most common way to clean them off, which you'll see right here, this one's a little bit too dirty, as you can see right here. Most common way to clean them off is usually 5606, that's a fluid. But we also have these are really handy. The strut fluid wipes. They're basically already coated with 5606. Check it out. Just simply pop it out of the packaging and wipe it down, clean it off. Yeah, there's no leaks or anything like that. This is just some residual strut fluid. When the strut compresses, sometimes dirt gets up in there. This is why we usually wipe struts. Most notably, we do it overnight, but this is a little bit too dirty, so I'll do it right now. You usually won't see it like this. There you go. Nice and clean. We'll go check out the main ones too. I walked around over there. It was nice and clean as it was, but we'll double check. There, nice and clean. Easy. Looks like the cleaning crew has already gone through. Everything's nice cleaned up, and catering's up here. They're catering the airplane for the London flight. But we'll walk through the cabin a little later. First, we make sure everything's A-okay up here. This is the important stuff. Right? And the most important, the fidget spinner. Make sure that works. Okay, let's go through the parameters as usual. I won't bore you with it. And then we'll take a stroll down the cabin. There you go. Take a picture. Nice screenshot for you. Oh, look at that. Got a little trouble in paradise. It's alright. That's not a big deal. Might have been a glitch. So, we're going to go through the MAT, Maintenance Access Terminal, and we will do a bite check, see if the actual fault is a hard fault. If not, then we have to address the situation. But yeah, not a big deal. Let's go through the parameters. Chapter 26, fire protection. Oh, too far. And then, there you go. And we test. I have talked about this system before. This is the MAT, the Maintenance Access Terminal. This is how we are able to do bite checks, built-in test equipment. Aircraft is a big flying computer nowadays, and computers do not really like power transfer. Sometimes airplanes kick up glitches when power is being transferred either from the engines to the APU or from the engines to the ground power. It will just give a hiccup on certain systems. This time, this was the problem. Cargo vents or cargo ventilation system, which ties into the fire protection. All we needed to do is run a performance check or an operational check. There you go. Test passed. Easy. And the faults are gone. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, sometimes it just glitches. You gotta do it. Just gotta do an operational check. Easy. Alright. Now we gotta go do the rest of the cabin, and this one will be ready to fly. Pretty cool, huh? Can't believe they still use those old screens. Do you remember when I told you earlier about the 787 and how the exit signs, they kind of wobble, so when you hit your head, you won't break it? These don't. These actually do break. So sometimes when passengers swing their luggage into the bin, they'll hit this and they'll break this. And guess what? That's a no-go item. Can't let it fly without that sign. It's an emergency exit sign. So yeah. But there is a temporary repair. So yeah. But these are placed in a very bad location, personally. That's what it is. It is what it is. Alright, walk through the cabin, make sure everything's okay. The usual. I'm just nitpicking at this point. I got the time, might as well. See what I mean? It's just, you start walking around, you start seeing things to look for. Well, you start seeing what to look for, not what things to look for. It's fair. Ow! Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's keep finishing this up. I won't bother you. I won't bore you with this anymore. All right, let's go. Another successful ETOPS completed, and I stand by the jet bridge 20 minutes prior to departure, just in case you get those very last-minute gate calls. It just helps prevent delays. The faster I can get in there, the faster I can either fix it or defer it. Yeah, that's why I'm there. I got one more airplane left. Come on, let's go. There we go. This one came in. This one's going to stay overnight. It's going to give it a little bit of oil. Oh, look at that. You know, I remember this one. Yeah, I do. A baggage cart ran into this thing, I think. If I remember correctly. That is some clean work, though. Look at that repair. That is nice. These are blind rivets, I believe. Yeah, these are blind. That is a beautiful repair. Nicely done. Nicely done, boys. Almost looks cooler. last flight of the night, guys. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Welcome back to the last day of the shift. Today I was assigned to the brake riding crew, but before the airplane did get over here, I did get to enjoy this beautiful 747 taking off. So enjoy this. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Afterwards, we're gonna jump onto an airplane and we're gonna brake ride it. So, yep, and all the radio chatter that you always enjoy. Let's go! We're moving airplanes today. Brake riding. Pilot didn't know we were taking the airplane, so he shut the whole thing down. No worries. We'll power this back up, get the APU going, set it up. Tug's already down there anyway. This is gonna be quick. Cabin's empty. Let's go for a ride.
LA ground, Qantas 150 Super at Walmart requesting Tony Gate.
150 Super, Los Angeles, drop to Yankee, Charlie, Lima, hold short of Kilo 1.
Yankee, Charlie, Lima, hold short of Kilo 1. Copy that.
Ground, good evening, Skyler 6381 at the box with Alpha Red Taxi.
Tower 6381, Los Angeles, ground at 25 right, taxi via Charlie, Charlie 4 and Bravo.
Charlie, Charlie 4, Bravo, 25 right, Skyler 6381.
Ground FedEx 342 Heavy's off on Alpha for spot Alpha 2.
FedEx 342 Heavy, Los Angeles, ground, taxi via Alpha to parking.
Alpha parking FedEx 342.
At ground, American 46 Charlie, Southwest Charlie 9 for November 1. American 46 Charlie, Los Angeles ground. Proceed via Charlie, November 1. Charlie, November 1, American 46 Charlie.
Ground Philippine 102, switching to ramp.
Good night.
Good night.
Go at 6381, monitor tower 120.95.
2095, you have a good night, Skyler 6381.
Bangalore 1713, monitor tower 120.95.
Monitor tower 1095, Volaris 1713.
The 1960 taxi Charlie 3 and Bravo.
Galley taxi with Alpha.
So it's 5363 Los Angeles Crown, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo.
25 right via Bravo, goes 5363.
Roger, it's 73 South Charlie 7, so it's Charlie 5. And it's 73 Los Angeles Crown, T Charlie 5. Charlie 5, United 73. And 1960 Monaco Tower 120.95. United 1960, switching. Got a 5363 Monaco Tower 120.95.
Monaco Tower 295, goes 5363. At a 923 at a 76, ready to push with Alpha.
923 Heavy Los Angeles Crown, push on Charlie Tail West, runway 25 right.
Clear to push on Charlie Tail West, 25 right, at a 923. You're clear to set brakes.
Brakes are set. Thank you very much, man.
Copy that, brakes are set, thank you.
That was fun. And there's our hangar. Well, the other side of our hangar. Pretty cool, huh? We got big, massive bays in here. All right, let's see. Hydraulics off. Where's the beacon? Beacon off. Everything else was already off. I didn't run any kind of packs, so no need for cool down weight. Adderers are off. Emergency lights are off. Just need to simply say goodnight. This one, you got a couple more. Wait. No, you wait. Not just joking. Up next, here it comes. Beautiful Max. I'm gonna take that one. All right. Gonna wait until download and then we'll go. Let's go. Here we are. Everything's already running. Yeah, just a little lever right here, pull, it moves back. Let's get this all set up. Get the transponder going, and off we go.
Bravo, American 153, 153.
Yeah, 684 mile to tower 120 per minute 5. 2095 to 1996 84.
So something quite interesting happened. Well, not interesting, kind of funny. We got pushed back, we got the clearance to go, but what ended up happening is that the airplanes were getting stacked up at the hangar and they had not pulled in majority of them. So we had no place to go. Basically, we had no place to park. So we called, we got communication from tower and also our tech ops team and say, yeah, you guys gotta wait, go back to the gate. Thankfully, gate 151 was still open, so I told the tug driver turned us around, and we went back to the gate and waited there for about, I think it was about like 45 minutes, almost an hour. But yeah, it is what it is. Finally, it opened up, and then we basically did this all over again. But yeah, here's us going right back to the gate that we were coming from. It's not a big deal. It happens time to time. Remember, this is the end of the day, so all the flights, the terminating flights, we call them, that come in and stay overnight, they get stacked up. You get a lot of airplanes come in. Let's try this one more time. I think it's going to work out, hopefully. It's almost at the end of my shift. I hope I can get to go home today.
Ramp enable. Follow the Embraer to the ramp enabling at 13.
Grand Alaska 1093 Charlie, taxi Charlie.
He's on 5 heavy taxi.
Do you have Alaska 1090? Do you realize 1093, sir?
Yes, sir, Alaska 1093. We're Charlie information Charlie.
Thank you, Alaska 1093, runway 25 right, taxi to Bravo.
Bravo to 25 right, Alaska 1093.
He's on 5 heavy taxi, Charlie. He's alright.
He's on 5 heavy, where are you?
We're in the Charlie 10.
He's on 5 heavy, runway 25 right, taxi to Bravo.
Taxi via Bravo, New Zealand 5 heavy.
Qantas 16 heavy, 1 there, New Zealand 777, taxi out behind you. Push tail east on Charlie, a beam terminal 4. Do not block Charlie 10. 1113 is the reason we're not moving?
There's a moving that's coming out of the alley and it's up 13.
And I told you to follow the Embraer ahead.
I will keep following them, guy, up 13.
16 heavy, did you copy, sir?
Qantas 16 heavy, clear pushback, clear being descend into tail west, tail east into being taxiway terminal 4 and do not block Charlie 10.
Thank you, Qantas 16 heavy.
Elegant, cut that 157 heavy on Yankee, short Charlie.
The 157 heavy, Elegant, proceed via Bravo, short of Quebec.
Charlie, short Quebec, for cut that 157 heavy.
Bravo, short of Quebec. Cathy 157 heavy. Bravo, short of Quebec.
Bravo, short Quebec, for cut that 157 heavy.
Shamrock 9, Mike Yankee heavy. Can you taxi faster? I do have 7 airplanes behind you.
Wilco, Shamrock 9, Mike Yankee heavy.
Thank you.
Ground United Maintenance 10 heavy, showing Charlie 68, gate 68.
Yeah, maintenance 10 heavy, roger. Turn right on Charlie and then taxi to the gate.
Right on Charlie, to Mark. United Maintenance 10 heavy.
Shamrock 9, Mike Yankee heavy. Juliet, give way to JetBlue.
Juliet, give way to JetBlue, Shamrock 9, Mike Yankee heavy.
LA ground, American 1/1, Charlie 10 to November 1.
American 151, hold position.
Standing by, American 151.
16
You
Heavy,
guys always
request
ask me, what's my call sign? Did you hear it right there? It says 151, my originating gate. So anytime you hear 151 for this particular tow, or let's say if I'm coming out of a different gate, let's say if I'm coming out of gate 46 Charlie or Bravo, that's going to be the call sign. So company name, the gate number.
You're number 1, sir.
116. Ground American 739 on Quebec for 51 Bravo.
American, JetBlue 323 on the ground, turn right on Bravo, Charlie 9 over the gate.
Bravo, Charlie 9 to the gate, JetBlue 323.
Shamrock 9 Mike Yankee Heavy, also give way to Delta.
Way to Delta, Shamrock 9 Mike Yankee Heavy.
739 on the ground, turn right on Bravo, short Juliet.
Right, Bravo, short Juliet 739.
Alright, 739, what's your gate number?
51 Bravo.
Actually, it's still not open, so turn left on November, then turn left on Charlie.
Okay, left on November, then left Charlie, American 739.
Los Angeles, car Delta 500, ground 33.
Delta 500 on the ground, straight ahead, left on Charlie, November, north route.
Charlie, November, north route, Delta 500.
Thank you. American 739, left on November, I'm sorry, left on Papa here. Left on Papa, left on Charlie, and then hold short of Yankee.
Left Papa, left Charlie, short Yankee, American 739. They said they were pulling the jetbirds off, we're not too much longer.
Okay, I'm not sure. They might have to tail all the way out, and there's 2 other jetways being closed, so I'm not sure how long before your airplane's actually going to come out of there.
Yeah, no worries, thanks.
He goes, yeah, as soon as I see them pushing, I'll get you closer.
Go see 56 Echo, checkpoint 3 for 68 Alpha.
News on 5 Heavy, monitor tower 120.905.
120.905, News on 5 Heavy.
Copy 157 Heavy, hold short of Lima.
Short Lima, Volcante 157 Heavy.
Scottsdale 56 Echo on the ground, what's your gate?
68 Alpha.
Scottsdale 56 Echo, taxi via Bravo, hold short of Juliet.
Bravo, short Juliet, Scottsdale 56 Echo.
American 151, where are you going?
November 1.
American 151, thank you. Give way to Qantas here, then proceed via Charlie, November to November 1.
Charlie, November 1, after Qantas, American 151.
There it was again. Did you hear it? 151. So we got our directions. Now we're going. And we got our clearance, obviously.
High ground, Spirit 218 on Lima for 56 Charlie.
Spirit 218 on the ground, turn right on Bravo, short of Juliet.
Bravo, short Juliet, Spirit 218.
Thank you. United 1845, Charlie 6 to the ramp pit.
Charlie 6 there, United 1845.
Thank you. And Scott 3467, Bravo, Charlie 6, Charlie to the ramp.
Bravo, Charlie 6, Charlie to the ramp, Scott 3467.
Spearings 218, Charlie 8 to the ramp.
Charlie to the ramp, Spirit 218.
Thank you. And United 1845, looks like there's one in the alley, so let's go Charlie 6, Charlie to the ramp when able.
Charlie 6, Charlie to the ramp, unable, United 1845.
LA ground, American 53 Bravo, at the top of Charlie 9 for Charlie 5.
American 52, Bravo on the ground. Proceed via Bravo, Charlie 5, at Bravo behind Spirit.
Bravo, Charlie 5, at Bravo, 2 ways to Spirit, American 53 Bravo.
Shamrock 9 Mike Yankee Heavy, monitor tower 120.905.
Monitor 20905, Sound Rock, what's the name, Mike Yankee?
Captain 157, is this the fastest that thing's going to move?
Yes, sir, unfortunately, this is up as this thing can move.
Well, okay.
Ground FedEx 1100 Heavy, ready taxi.
Thanks, I'm Heavy, ATIS information, Charlie's current, runway 25, left taxi via Alpha, hold short of Foxtrot.
We'll get Charlie taxi via Alpha to 25 left, hold short of Foxtrot, FedEx 1100 Heavy.
Thanks, I'm Heavy, monitor tower now 120.905, good day.
12095 monitor FedEx 1100 Heavy, good day.
Okay, ground, United 2217, Charlie 7 with Charlie.
United 2217, on the ground, runway 25, right taxi via Bravo.
Bravo 258, United 2217.
1845, Charlie 7, give way to company.
Charlie 7, yeah, give it a company, United 1845.
3467, just Charlie 7, the ramp now, traffic we no factor.
Charlie 7, the ramp now, Scott 3467.
Union ground, JetBlue 988, ready to push from Stig 59 with Charlie.
JetBlue 980, on the ground, push tail west, expect 25 right.
Tail west for 25 right, JetBlue 988.
Scout 856 Echo.
Go ahead.
Can you turn left here at Papa?
Yes.
Let's go Papa Charlie Short Lima, Kazi 56 Echo.
Okay, Papa, Charlie, Short Lima, SkyWest, 856 Echo.
At the 157, heavy hold Short Lima.
Short Lima, Focate 157. Right, Scott 4632, Charlie 6, taxi with Charlie.
92217.
Sorry, 92217. There's a truck away. We're not sure if our wing will clear him.
Okay, Roger. Hold position. Let me know when you can move.
Alright, we'll hold.
And United 1845 disregard traffic. Continue Charlie 5 Charlie when able.
Alright, Charlie 5 Charlie and in there when able, United 1845.
3467 back to original plan. Charlie 6 Charlie to the ramp when able.
Right back to original Charlie 6 Charlie, the ramp Scott 3467.
Ground Alaska 278, check point 2 for 64 Alpha.
Last 270 on the ground. Roger. Taxi via Charlie. Hold Short Lima.
Charlie Strut Lima, Alaska 278.
Back at 739. You keep pushing. Make 2 left turns to join Bravo and hold Short Lima.
2 left, join Bravo, Short Lima, American 739. 4632, Charlie 6,
Scars 856 out. Continue via Charlie. Charlie 10 Bravo. And then hold short of Charlie 8.
Alright, Charlie 10, Bravo, short of Charlie.
Ground to flight deck, set brakes please.
Brakes are set. Thank you very much.
Copy, thank you.
All right. That was interesting, wasn't it? A lot of chatter going on. All right. Take off hydraulics, beacon off, and basically that's it. Just gonna turn off the APU.
The seatbelt sign is on. Please be seated and fasten your...
Really? Really? Well, that's it for the night, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the last move, and I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Later. Okay, and good night. Well, that's about it, folks. This is the end of this journey, the end of this episode. And, speaking of which episodes, this is the 50th episode I've made. That means 50 weeks of adventures. Man, oh man, time does fly. But I do want to say a big thank you to every single one of you for coming along to these adventures with me, participating, asking questions, and overall just having fun within aviation, especially with the aircraft maintenance aspect. So a big thank you to you, and here's to many more episodes to come. So appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all on the next adventure. Stig, signing out. Later.